Hi everyone, welcome to my practice. My name is Elise, super happy to see you on the other side of your screen. I hope you are in top form, and if not, I hope this slow flow practice will help you gain a little bit of energy, center yourself, and just create some good in the body and in the mind. Easy practice, slow practice. You can really take your time for each pose and find the breath, listen to the body and enjoy. So see you on your mat. Alright, so you can take a comfortable seated position. You can remove the muscle of your bum towards the back to have a really good anchor through your sit bones, and you can take them into the floor. Bring your shoulders to the ears as you inhale, and as you exhale, roll them back. One more time, inhale, shoulders to the ears, and exhale, roll them back. And now let the arms be heavy on your laps. Close your eyes if they're not closed yet. And as usual, we'll take a moment to settle in, to settle on our mat. You can forget everything that happened earlier. No need to worry about what might happen later. And anchor yourself in this present moment. And you can do that with your breath. So you can welcome the breath, the natural flow of your breathing, without changing or forcing anything. Just notice. You can also notice where your thoughts go, but gently bring the awareness back to the breath. And as you keep this gentle awareness on your breathing, you can relax the whole of your face, softening the forehead, the muscles around your eyes, maybe slightly opening the teeth so you can relax your jaw. And also relax your shoulders and your arms, your fingers. You can grow the spine tall, but don't make it stiff. Keep it spacious. And relax your belly. Soften your buttocks. Relax the legs, the feet and the toes. Maybe wiggle the toes to release tension you might be holding there. And have a general sense of feeling on how you're doing today. How you're feeling in your physical body, in your mental body, the mind, in the emotional body, the heart. And ask yourself the question, how can yoga help me today? What can yoga do for you? And let that be your intention for today. And now through the nose, take a deep breath. And through the mouth, fully exhale. And as you exhale, you can release any tension, any stress. And you exhale all the air out and fully. And again, take a deep breath. Feel the air coming in the nostrils, filling up the abdomen, the chest. And maybe hold it at the top for a moment. Hold the breath. And then fully exhale through the mouth, releasing anything that you don't need on your yoga mat today. One more time, deep breath in. And suspend the breath for a moment and see if you can sip a little bit more air in And in a big open mouth, exhale to release anything that doesn't serve you on your mat or anywhere else. And then let the breath come back to natural and simple breathing. Now bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart. Join the fingers, the thumbs, the palms, and slightly lift the elbows so they are aligned with your wrists, and you can feel the space in your armpits. The thumb towards the sternum. Now rub the hands, bringing the energies together. Cover your face and feel these energies here. Feel the vibration, the heat. And bring the eyes open. Spread the fingers and release. Alright, good. Let's stretch a little bit your neck. So keep the arms heavy on the laps. Bring the chin parallel to the floor. Make sure the shoulders stay really nice and down. Now as you inhale, lift the gaze up, stretching the throat. And as you exhale, slowly you tuck the chin so you gaze towards the floor. We'll do 2 more. You can close your eyes if you like. Inhale, lift the gaze up, looking up towards the ceiling, but with closed eyes if you like. Oof. And as you exhale, slowly chin towards the chest. Just stretch the back of the neck. And one more time. Inhale, lift the head up. Walk with the breath, and as you exhale, chin to the chest. Inhale back to the center. Now, as we inhale, we turn the head to the right, so you stretch the right side of the neck, chin over the shoulder. And as you exhale, slowly you turn the head to the left, chin over the shoulder. And we do 2 more, so you can close the eyes. Inhale to the right, slowly, mindfully. Exhale all the way through the nose, turn the head to the left. And one more time, inhale to the right. Exhale, turn the head to the left. Stay present the whole time. Inhale to center, bring the eyes open if you like. And now tuck the chin and start to rotate the head to the right. So inhale, you inhale on the way up. Oh, do that mindfully. And you exhale on the way down. You can do a few here in your own time, own rhythm, own breath, but always inhaling on the way up. Exhaling down, shoulders remain low and relaxed. You can do a couple more. Inhaling on the way up, exhaling to the left on the way down. Good. And the last time the chin reaches the chest, you can pause. Take a moment, drop the shoulders if they have lifted, and then you go to the other side. You inhale to the left, and you exhale on the way down to the right. Do that a couple more times. With your own breath, always try to combine the breath and the movement. Alright, and the last time the chin reaches the chest, take a moment, pause. Relax shoulders, lift the head, and bring the eyes open. Good. Alright, now I'm just going to turn, but you can stay where you are. Extend the arms in front of you and revolve the palms. Good. Now inhale, lift the arms above the head and relax your shoulders. Keep the arms up while I remove my body. Good. Now take an inhale here, arch the lower back, open the chest and look up. As you exhale, you round the upper back and you press the arms forward, the hands stay shoulder height, and you send the back of the heart towards the back of the room and you tuck your chin. Inhale, reverse the motion. Open the chest, arch the lower back, look up. And as you exhale, you push the arms forward, you round the upper back, you tuck the chin, you tuck the belly and the tailbone. Let's do that 2 more times. Slowly inhale. Open up the chest. You can recognize a bit the cat-cow movement here. And as you exhale, you round, you push the arms forward, chin to chest. Last time, inhale to open. And exhale, round. Push, 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 push. Inhale to open. Exhale, release the hands, bring the arms behind you. Interlace fingers. Press the knuckles onto the floor, and as you inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades and look up. Open the chin, lift the chin towards the ceiling, really squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale here, and exhale, release. Good. Now change the crossing of your legs, unless your knee is stuck. Good. Change the crossing of the legs. Bring the hands right in front of you, and start to walk the hands forward. Now you want to keep a long neck, so you gaze towards the floor and you go as far as you can. But when you feel that your buttocks or your sit bones are lifting away from the floor, it means you've been too far. You can also drop the elbows onto the floor. And if you want a nice release in the spine, you can actually tuck the chin and let the head be heavy. Find what works and find what the body wants. When you inhale, you can really find length in the spine, and as you exhale, you can lower down a little deeper. Maybe we'll stay here for 2 more breaths. You should also feel a nice stretch in your lower back. Take 1 more full cycle of breath. And then crawl back forward and up. And release. Good. Alright, from here you can make your way onto all fours. With your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees under your hips, and the feet flat. Good. Here we'll do a little bit of freestyle movement to release the hips. So we'll do the figure 8. So as you inhale, you move forward, and then you move the hips back as you exhale, and you draw 8 with your hips. Exhaling back, inhaling forward. You can close the eyes. I find it always easier when I close the eyes when I do that. Take 1 more in this direction, and then switch direction of your 8s. And make sure the shoulder go past the wrist every time you go forward. So at the same time we warm up our wrists. Good. And then 1 more. And then come back to center and find your alignment again. You might have lost your alignment. Good. Spread the fingers wide. Your thumbs are looking towards one another. Now extend the left leg on the floor, so slide the left toes on the floor, and now the left toes behind the right foot, and now kick the right foot outside of the mat. Come onto the big side toe of your left foot. Lean onto the right hand, and as you inhale, lift the left arm up for this variation of a side plank. Now you can stay here. Make sure you stack the shoulders, relax them, activate your left fingertips. You can also lift the left leg off the floor, flexing the foot to engage the quad. And you can also extend the left arm above the ear, making sure you roll the chest up to the ceiling. So find your option and feel prana. Prana is the life force flowing from the pinky toe towards the back heel. And we stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, slowly release everything to the floor and find your tabletop position again. Good. Notice the difference between both sides. And now we do that on the right. So you extend your right foot onto the floor, right toes behind the left, kick the left foot outside of the mat, come on the big toe side, big toe side of the right foot. Lean on the left hand, and as you inhale, big circle with the right arm up. Make sure first that your shoulders are stacked and relaxed, but you point the fingers towards the ceiling. Now, option to hover, to lift the right leg off the floor. So squeeze your right buttocks. Flex the foot, engage the quad. Press onto the left hand. And now if you want, you can also extend the right arm above the ear. Make sure you open the right shoulder, fingertips stay active, palm towards the floor. Belly is engaged. Find your variation for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. Exhale, slowly release in your tabletop. Good, very nice. Now join your knees in your feet. Tuck the toes. Be ready for your toe squat. And come and sit on your heels. Good, I know, no one likes it. That's exactly why we're doing it. So make sure you can separate your toes. So you are nicely onto your toes. Hop, hop, hop. Good. Make sure the weight is onto the heels and not on the knees. You don't want to cheat. Your arms are on your laps with the palm facing up or the palm facing down. Now close your eyes. Close your eyes and find your breath. So this is a great pose to stretch your toes, obviously, but it's also a great pose to notice how you face a challenge. It is quite challenging. After a few breaths, you might notice a lot of tension in the toes. But what do you do then? Do you escape? Are you going to think about what's next, what's for dinner, or your to-do list, or your next call? Or can you sit with the discomfort? Can you sit with this challenging situation, breathing through it, without trying to escape? Without losing patience. Make sure that the whole of the face is relaxed, your jaw, your forehead. Deepen the breath. The breath is a powerful tool to face challenges, difficult situations, and this is a really good example of it. Let's stay here for 3 more breaths. Two more. And the last one. Now slide your hands onto the floor. Very slowly untuck the toes. Little tapping into the floor. And now come and sit on your heels, so we'll stretch your ankles since we're here. Might as well do it. Bring your hands on the side of your thighs. Now inhale here. As you exhale, press onto the top of the feet, the fingers, and lift the knees. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down, and one more time. I know. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower down. Good. Shake out the wrist if you want to. Hop. And back onto all fours. Good. The good thing also is impermanent, right? Nothing lasts. So you see toe squat already over. Now, tuck the toes again, not 4 toe squat, I promise. We'll go to a downward dog. So move the hands forward. Make sure that your middle finger is pointing forward and the thumbs are looking towards one another. Gaze between the thumbs. Inhale here. Exhale, lift the knees. Straighten the legs, send your hips up, and then you push them back and you find your first down dog. Now walk in the position if you want to, you don't have to. But it's actually good to open the back of the legs. So you bend one knee, you straighten one leg, maybe you take a little moment here, and then you swap it out. Your head is heavy, you gaze towards the back of the mat. You can also find a bit of movement in the hips. Anything that feels good in this first downward dog. And notice how this feels. Notice how downward dog feels today. Good. And then come back to stillness.
And here it doesn't matter where the heels are, they can be up, but make sure that the spine is straight. So if you feel you arching in the upper back or rounding in the upper back, lift the heels a bit more, bend the knees, push the floor away from you with the whole of the hands, and that's also a very valid downward dog. Good. Now look forward, and as you inhale, you shift into a plank pose. You stack the shoulders above the wrist, you tuck the belly button, you squeeze the glutes and you squeeze the quads. Now bring the knees to the floor. As you inhale, you bring the shoulders forward. As you exhale, bend the elbows and bring the chest to the floor, slide the legs forward, bring the forehead onto the floor. Now make sure the hands are underneath the shoulders and you squeeze the elbows towards the rib cage. And now as we inhale, we find a baby cobra. So only my chest is lifted. You can even hover the hands off the floor. Good. Make sure you don't shrug the shoulders, relax the shoulders and push your sternum forward. Take one more cycle of breath. And then inhale. And exhale, lower the forehead onto the floor. Now let's use our hands. As you inhale, lift, peel the chest, find another cobra, maybe a little higher, but maybe you're still here, or maybe you're a little higher. Depends on your practice, don't worry about how high you are. What you want to do is really press the sternum forward, shoulder blades together, shoulders down, and you gaze straight ahead, or maybe you gaze towards the floor. Inhale here, and exhale, lower down slowly and nicely. Now tuck all 10 toes. We'll go back to downward dog. You have the choice to transition onto the knees or to go straight to a high plank. So as you inhale, either push into a tabletop or in a high plank. And as we exhale, we all meet in downward dog. Find your breath here again. And then look towards the hands. You can nicely walk your hands forward towards the hands. And once you reach the top of the mat, you bend the knees and you find ragdoll pose. So ragdoll pose, you grab opposite elbows, or you can actually release the top of the hands onto the floor. Your head is super heavy. The weight is towards the toes. Don't hesitate to keep your knees bent. And you can move the weight from one foot to the other, finding a little bit of a sway. Releasing all tension in the upper back, in the shoulders, in the neck, to the floor. One more breath. And then release the elbows. Keep your knees bent, press onto the feet and slowly unroll your spine, vertebra by vertebra, until you come to standing. Good. Welcome to standing. Always a nice moment to readjust your clothes. Find a little bit of a shake. Good. And we are up for 2 Hatha salutation. So first find Tadasana. Ground your feet, really nicely grounded to the floor. Press the heels, the balls of the feet, and slightly lift the inner arches of the feet. Roll your shoulders out. Engage your quads, so lift your kneecaps. Tilt the pelvis forward, the coccyx or the tailbone is lengthening down. Chin is slightly tucked in, so you keep a natural curve of the spine. Activate the fingertips, the hands, and feel the energy freely flowing from the soles of the feet to the crown of the head. Maybe come back to the intention. And let's start. As you inhale, find your tall mountain. Hands touch above the head. Maybe squeeze the buttocks. Press the hips forward for a gentle back bend. And as you exhale, fall forward in your Uttanasana. Bend the knees if you need to, so the hands or the fingers can touch the floor. Relax the head so you gaze towards your knees. Take a moment here. Notice the back of the legs, how they're feeling. And then lean onto the left foot and make a big step with the right. Find yourself in a runner's lunge. The left knee is stacked above the left ankle and the back heel is stacked above the right toes. Now inhale, look forward, lengthen the spine, and exhale, find your high plank. Stack shoulders above wrist, heels above toes, engage the kneecaps, the quads. If you need to bring the knees on the floor, don't hesitate to bring the knees onto the floor. And the knees onto the floor. Inhale, shoulders forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, chin, chest to the floor. Inhale, slide down and forward and find a cobra. Now notice how this cobra is different. Make sure you relax the shoulders, chest is forward. Then tuck the toes, inhale. Exhale, press back in down dog. Use the core and don't hesitate to transition onto the knees. Roll your shoulders out, press the hips back. Imagine you want to touch the back wall with your bum. And on the next inhale, lift the right leg up. Maybe not too high, maybe a little high. And as you exhale, step the right foot forward between the hands. Sometimes we need to grab the ankle. Don't hesitate to do that. Inhale, look forward and lengthen. Exhale, step the left foot forward and fold at the front of the mat. The weight is still towards the toes. Now bending to the knees. Inhale, circle the arms up, creating space. Look up, back bend if you'd like. Exhale, hands to the heart and release. Second side. Inhale. Back bend, squeeze the bum, press the hips forward and exhale into your forward fold. Make sure you bend the knees so you can either touch the floor with your fingertips or with your hands. Now lean onto the right foot, step the left foot back, big step. Inhale into your runner's lunge, open the chest, look forward. Inhale here again. And exhale, find your high plank. You can already set the knees to the floor or you can hold high plank for a couple of breaths, pressing the floor away from you, feeling the fire in your belly. And then knees to floor, shift shoulder forward, inhale, exhale, bend the elbows, chin, chest to the floor, slide on the floor, inhale, find a cobra. And exhale here, make sure you press the elbows back. Tuck the toes, inhale, use the core, exhale in downward dog. Don't hesitate to transition into the knees. Find a moment to correct your alignment, feet, hips distance, hands, shoulder distance. And then inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, step the left foot forward between the hands. Do that in several steps if you need to. Inhale, look forward, elongate. And exhale, step the right foot forward, top of the mat, release in Uttanasana. Bend into the knees, inhale, rise up, circle the arms to the sky, hands touch. And exhale to the heart and release. Take a few breaths here before we go to second and last round of the sun salutations. Let's take one more cycle of breath, being fully present. And second round. Inhale, lift the arms up. Back bend if that makes you feel good. And exhale, forward fold. Right foot back. Inhale, stretch the spine forward, open heart. Exhale into plank. Knees to the floor, shift forward, bend the elbows, chin, chest to the floor. Slide and inhale into a cobra. And exhale here. Tuck the toes, inhale, exhale, press back, downward dog. Find your breath. And then inhale, lift right leg up. Exhale, step right foot forward. Inhale to find length. And exhale, step forward, almost there. Inhale, rise up. It becomes a moving meditation.
And to your heart, exhale and release. And second side. Inhale, big smile on your face, and exhale. Fall forward. Left foot steps back. Inhale, open the heart, lengthen the spine, and exhale into your plank. We are not staying. We bring the knees to the floor. We move the shoulders forward. Inhale, exhale, bend the elbows, chin, chest to the floor. Slide, and inhale in your cobra. And let's exhale here. Tuck the toes, inhale, exhale, press back in downward dog. Find your breath here. And then inhale, left toe sweeps high. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, long spine. And exhale, step forward with the right foot, Uttanasana, forward fold. Little bend in the knees. Inhale, circle the arms up, look towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Release the arms alongside the body, separate your feet, close your eyes. And let's just take a moment here to integrate this sun salutation. Take a moment to notice how the body feels, how the mind is probably a lot more quiet now. Any subtle movement or sensations. Anything that is different, not worse, not better, just different. Let's take 2 more cycles of breath. One more. And blink the eyes open. Good. Let's carry on. Let's find mountain pose again. Top of the mat, arms extended. Inhale, rise up. And exhale in your forward fold. Relax the head towards the knees. Now inhale halfway up. So bring the hands under the knees, stretch the spine, open heart, crown of the head forward. You want to use a little bit of core here to keep a long spine. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees, hands to the floor, and step into downward dog. Straight away. Good. We all meet in downward dog. Now inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step the right foot forward between the hands and set the left knee onto the floor and keep the back toes lifted, tucked. Lean onto the left hand, and as you inhale, open the right arm for a simple twist. Activate the fingertips. Press onto the left hand, shoulders are stacked. Now you can stay here with the left knee onto the floor, or you can lift the left knee off the floor. See what works for you. Let's take 2 more breaths. Try to roll the chest towards the right side. 1 more breath. If the right knee is lifted, set the left knee onto the floor. Inhale. And exhale, release the right hand onto the floor. Now inhale, lift both arms up to the sky. And exhale, release the shoulders. Now try to sink your hips forward and down. Shoulders are nicely relaxed, fingertips active towards the ceiling. Take an inhale. Exhale, sweep the arms behind the back. Interlace the fingers, squeeze the shoulder blades, open the chest and look forward and look up. 1 more breath. Release the hands. Inhale, lift both arms up. And exhale, hands to the floor. Lift the left knee. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, step into downward dog. And notice here how your left side and your right side are different.
Now look forward towards the hands. Step the right foot and the left foot forward. Inhale in your halfway up. Hands under the knees, stretch the spine forward. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees, hands to the floor, and now step the right foot back. Set the right knee onto the floor. Have we changed knee? Well, change knee. Good. Inhale, lean onto the right hand, and as you inhale, you open the left arm to the ceiling. Stack the shoulders, gaze up towards the fingertips, and your fingertips are active. And you really want to roll the shoulder to the left. Now you can stay with the right knee onto the floor, or you can also lift the right knee up. It's a little bit more challenging, so find your variation here. Try to keep your hips squared. Let's take one more breath. And then inhale. Exhale, lower down the knee if it was up, and lower down the left hand. Now on your next inhale, lift the arms above the head. Exhale, release the shoulders and see if you can sink the hips forward and down. Imagine you want to touch the floor with your right thigh. Activate the fingertips towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, sweep the arms behind the back. Interlace fingers, stretch the arms towards the back of the mat, squeeze shoulder blades, open the chest, look up. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands to the floor. Lift the back knee, look forward, take an inhale and exhale into downward dog. Notice how this downward dog is probably a lot different than the very first ones. Take one more breath here, press the hips up and then back. And then look forward. Step the right foot and the left foot at the front of the mat. Inhale in your halfway up. Bring the weight towards the toes, open hearts, long spine. And exhale, forward fold. Little bend into the knees. Inhale, rise up all the way to the top. And as we exhale, we swan dive, we open the arms and we reach all the way down again, releasing the crown of the head towards the floor. Again, inhale in your halfway up, stretch the spine. Good, beautiful. Exhale, bend the knees, hands to the floor, downward dog. Good, last standing postures. Inhale, lift, right leg up. Exhale, step right foot forward where you have the right hand. So move the right foot a little bit towards the right side of the mat and spin the left heel onto the floor. So we want to get ready for warrior one. So my back foot is about 45 degrees with the heel flat and my heels are separated. Now inhale, lift the arms above the head. Exhale, release the shoulders. Now to square the hips, move the left arm forward. Imagine you want to reach for something, so you should feel a motion in the hips. My left hip is coming forward as I do that. And then you can lift the left arm up again, not shifting the hips. You can join the palms. You can keep the arms open. You can gaze towards your thumbs. Find your variation of warrior one. Relax the shoulders. One more cycle of breath. And then inhale. Exhale, release the hands to the floor. Lift the back heel. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, step back into downward dog. And again, take a moment to make the difference between right foot and left foot. Good. And now as you inhale, you lift the right leg up. As you exhale, you step come back. My bad. Keep the right foot onto the floor. Never mind, scratch that. and I inhale, lift the left leg up. That's better. Exhale, step the left foot where you have your left hand and spin the right heel onto the floor. Now again, make sure the left foot goes towards the left side of the mat, separate the heels. Inhale, lift the arms above the head. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Now make sure you press onto the pinky side toe of the back foot. Now reach the right arm forward. Imagine you want to grab something in front of you, so feel your right hip closing. Good, very nice. And then lift the right arm up again. Now in Warrior One, you can join the hands, look up, or you can keep your arms separated, look forward, find your variation. But make sure you square the hips and the shoulders are stacked above the hips. And we stay here for a couple more breaths. One more. And then inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor. Lift the back heel. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, downward dog. Now set your knees into the floor and find a child's pose. Move your hips on top of your heels. Stretch your arms forward. Forehead to the floor. If you can't have the forehead, maybe bring a book or a pillow. And now extend the arms forward and join the hands in prayer. So your hands are together in prayer position. Now bend the elbows and bring the thumb at the base of your neck. And take a few breaths here. Staying present with every breath. Noticing the heartbeat. Noticing the breath. Take one more cycle of breath. And then bring the arms back towards the front of the mat. Release the palms onto the floor. And as you inhale, find a tabletop position again. Good. Now bring your knees towards your wrists. Cross your ankles and sit behind your heels and swing your legs forward. Good. I have the feeling we haven't done both poses in a while. So bring the hands behind the thigh. Good. Now lean back a little bit. Find a sweet spot of balance onto your tailbone. Bump the chest up towards the thighs and stay here if you'd like. This is your first variation. Point the toes slightly, and this is a really good boat pose. I mean, if you can be here with the right alignment, it's really, really nice. Keep breathing. Now, if you want, you can release the thigh, engage the core, and release the arms alongside your legs. Don't compromise your spine just for the sake of the pose. Sometimes the ego wants us to go to the full expression of the pose when the body is not ready for it. Keep breathing for 3, for 2, for 1. Now listen, inhale, exhale, stretch the legs forward, move the back towards the floor and find your low boat. Good, squeeze the belly and then inhale back up. And exhale, release. Oof, good. That was nice, wasn't it? It was nice. Alright, so nice, I will do it one more time. So find your position again. Chest up, long spine. Lean back, sweet spot of balance, lift the calf muscle. Now you could also do both pose with the toes pointing down. It's a little easier. Now stay here or release the arms alongside the legs. You can also try to stretch the legs up, but again, not compromising the back. So don't listen to the ego. Alright? And we'll stay here for 3. Belly button in, chest up. For 2. Smile on your face. For 1. Inhale. Exhale, lower down your boat. Stretch. Inhale, up. And exhale, release. Stretch the legs forward. Give them a little bit of a shake. Good. Well done. Alright, very nice. Now, again, move the
muscle, because we only have muscle in our bum, towards the back or the side to have a really good anchor through your sit bones. We'll do a forward fold here. So if you want, you can also sit on a blanket. So you elevate the hips and you actually make it easier on your hamstrings. Now flex the feet super strongly. Hands on each side of the bum. We'll start with a seated staff pose, Dandasana. So press onto the hands, lift up the chest. Squeeze the belly button towards the spine. Now inhale, lift the arms above the head. And as you exhale, you reach forward for your toes, maybe for the edges of your feet, maybe for the heels, or maybe for the ankles, or maybe for the calf muscle. Now, don't be here. This is not what we want. Yes, good. Open up. You see the difference between this and this? So shoulders are down and chest is open wherever we are. And the idea of the forward fold is to bring the rib cage on top of the thighs. Now you could also keep your knees a little bit bent, so then it's a little easier. So knees bent is fine, but make sure you have a lot of space between ears and shoulders. Think Tadasana. With every inhale you can stretch the spine, and with every exhale you can bend a little deeper. Nice long breath. Good. Take 2 more breaths. And then squeeze the belly. As you inhale, lift the arms up, stretch the spine long. And as you exhale, release. Good, beautiful. Now move a little bit more towards the middle of the mat if you were not. Feet flat, knees bent, extend the arms, and we move to the floor, but I will count from 12 to 0. So that is our count to go down. Tuck the chin, and let's unroll the spine for 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, I hesitated for a moment, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, I know, 2, 1, and down. Good, beautiful. Knees to your heart, give yourself a big warm hug. You can roll onto the spine, side to side. You know that when we come on the back, it means that we're not going up again, so might be good news. Good. And release your feet to the floor, and we'll take very nice and gentle bridge pose, but in a little bit of a dynamic way. So make sure, bring your heels towards your buttocks, and make sure you can touch the heels with your fingertips. Now, your thighs are parallel to one another as well as your shin, so nothing is touching. The back is nicely flat onto the floor, so take a little bit of a wiggle if you need to. Now slightly tuck the chin so you keep a long neck. Inhale here. As you exhale, press onto the feet, lift the hips up, and exhale here. Now as you inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, stretch the arms back. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, lower down the bum, unroll the spine, and bring the arms onto the side of onto the floor one more time. Good. Now let's do that all at once. Inhale. Exhale, press onto the feet, lift the bum, lift the arms up and back. Inhale here again. And exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, press. Lift the hips, the arms up and above the head. Stay here, relax shoulders. And then inhale. And as you exhale, everything comes down to the floor. And release. Knees to the chest. Sway side to side if you want to. Good. Now keep the right knee in and extend the left leg to the floor. Activate the left foot and give your right knee a nice hug so you find a good compression in the right hip bone, right hip. Now release the right arm in a T, and with the left hand, you bring your left hand on the outside of the right knee. You bring the right knee all the way across to the left for a full spinal twist. And you gaze towards your right hand. And sometimes you have a little bit of cracking in the lower back, which is always really good. And as we twist, we take deep, deep breath. You can take about 3 deep breaths here. Try to soften the shoulders into the floor. One more full breath. And then on the next inhale, bring the right knee back to center. The head as well, give it a last squeeze. And then bring the left knee in and release the right leg onto the floor. Activate the right foot, give a nice squeeze to your left knee. And then you open the left arm to the side. The right hand comes on the outside of the left knee and you bring the left knee all the way across. And you gaze to the left. And you try to soften the shoulders into the support of the floor. And you can take a few deep breaths. Take one more. And then on next inhale, bring the left knee back in. Right knee meets the left. Hug your knees. Now lift the head, bring the forehead towards your knees. Inhale. And as you exhale, you can find Savasana for a few minutes. Right heel towards the right corner of the mat, left heel towards the left corner of the mat. Open your arms to the side, palm facing up. Make sure that you're really nicely comfortable, so don't hesitate to wiggle a little bit, or maybe bring also a little blanket if you don't want to be cold. And once you nicely settle in Shavasana, you can let go. Let go and surrender to your practice. Let your body fully relax. Let the body be heavy. Releasing any tension or any need to control. And really let go. And then let go of any control over your breath. And give yourself permission to dissolve into this moment and to fully enjoy the gift of relaxation. Right this moment, there is nothing to do and nowhere to be but here and now on your mat in Shavasana. Fully present in this moment. Gentle awareness to your breath. Your breath is soft and easy, effortless. now take a deep breath in to awaken your heart. And exhale. Now wiggle your fingers and your toes to awaken the body. Stretch the arms back. Take an inhale as you do that. And then bend the knees, bring the feet to the floor. And you can hold on the side, finding a fetal position for just a moment, taking contact with the floor again. And then when you're ready, come back to a seated position with your legs crossed and keeping your eyes closed for one more moment. Growing your spine tall. Bring your hands to your heart, palms, fingers and thumbs. Elbows aligned with the wrists, space between the armpits. Honor yourself for making the time to be on your yoga mat today. And honor your strong, beautiful and healthy body for allowing you to do yoga. And as always and ever, we'll end the practice with the peace mantra Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You can exhale. Now inhale to chant. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Inhale and exhale. May there be peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, and peace in your hearts. Namaste. Thank you, beautiful yogis. Thank you for joining my practice. I really hope you enjoyed this slow flow. Don't hesitate to leave me a comment to let me know who you are, where you are, and if you enjoy the practice or not, who knows. I'll send you much love, much light, and I will see you next time. Bye.